Yo, what is up, guys? It is me, Cody, back from Join Daniel and Cody if you guys know me. And also, if you guys know me from my podcast, Hustle Mode with Cody. Alright, gonna readjust this angle a little bit. And today, we're gonna be talking about the 9 simple tips to hack the Facebook algorithm, alright? And I'm a big person that, is like, you know what, you can't really hack it, it's gonna do what it's gonna do, but there are things that you can do to influence it, alright, to influence getting more engagement on your posts, on your videos, on really just the content you put out. Alright, and if you guys can hear, there is birds all around me, so just let me know if the birds are a little too loud, because I'll become more vocally louder than them up there. Alright, is bamboo trees really... or bamboo, I guess it could be called a tree. I don't even know what to call it, bamboo bush, but it's really cool. I like the background, so I gotta deal with the birds. All right, so really, we're just gonna roll right into it with tip number 1, which is value-based content. Okay, because if you're not providing value-based, hold on, there's a car going by. All right, if you guys are not providing value-based content and you're just putting out so many posts about your business, no one's gonna watch you, no one's gonna follow you. Do you want to follow someone that is constantly posting about their business? And a lot of it, you can literally go through and ask yourself on the content that you're putting out. If other people were posting this and I was following them, would I want to follow them? Okay, because that's where you have to focus. If you're able to answer yes to that question every single time you put up a post, then you're on the right track. That's an easy way for you to tell, all right? That's just a little tip on my own opinion, all right? And really, going back into the topic, showing value-based content will boost your post because people want to see that. People want to see things that are helping them get to the place that they want, all right? They want to see those posts, all right? We're just going to roll right into number 2, which is do not include links, all right? And this is a very simple one, all right? It's because Facebook loves native content. Facebook wants, and this goes with any social media, they want people to be on their platform. That is how they make money. Alright? Sorry, I got an itch. And when you put a link in your post, which I'm gonna tell you right now, I am guilty of this. I am guilty of this because I share my YouTube videos. Alright, and I'm really trying to change that in the sense of taking a little snippet, which I'm going to get into in a second, taking a little snippet of the video and putting that up and saying, hey, if you guys want the link, then go ahead and, which is the thing you can do, is say, go ahead and comment for the link down below, alright? And when you go ahead and post that little snippet and you just create a written piece of content, then Facebook is like, look, they got a video, which I'm going to be talking about in a second. They got a video and they have written content with no links. That's a plus, and they're going to want to show that content to more people because it's native content, meaning it's being made on Facebook, and it doesn't have to be crafted on Facebook. It literally could be copy and pasted from like a Google Docs or something else, but it's just the sense of Facebook seeing that the people, you're trying to get people to stay on Facebook. That's what they reward. All right. And like I said, you easily could do this. You easily can get people to ask for a link. Literally all you got to do is just say, hey, comment down below, and then you can give them a phrase to comment, a word to comment, an emoji to comment, and it will easily be put into the people will easily listen to you. All right, and I'm also going to be talking about that. in a little bit. All right. And the next thing is using photos and videos. This is massive, people, all right? Because this is a new style of content, and Facebook wants to see this. All right, I'd like to welcome Kathy for joining me live on this YouTube video, all right? And also Nikki Swart, I believe it is. Thank you. I appreciate you guys coming out here, whether you're watching on the replay or whether you're watching it on live. I appreciate you guys, all right? And like I said, using photos and videos, especially lives like this one. Facebook wants the people to use the features that they have. Facebook wants to see you using the features. Facebook wants to see you putting up videos and photos because it's a social media platform, so they want a new style, I guess you can say, form of content. All right, and oh god, they're getting aggressive. Something that if you want more engagement on a certain post, this is kind of controversial, but personally I believe it is only one-sided. No matter what you're doing, you want to post, all right? And that's really the only way you're going to gain more followers, gain more friends, and different things like that. But when you're trying to get an engagement on one certain post, some people think that you should leave hours in between for people to see that post. And of course, like I said, this is controversial in saying, well, yeah, because you're going to get more people to see that, but it's going to take more time. And like you could, but personally, I believe that honestly, just putting out more content. And I understand this is hard. I continually go through this, and I understand that putting out a lot of content is not easy. It's not easy, especially if you have a lot more other responsibilities that you have to focus on and have to get done, that you can't really focus too much on it. But when you're able to, you leverage the time that you have. All right, and that's where I like to focus on I should say I'm trying to put more time into and focus on is creating more posts. All right, and honestly, I see it as, like I said, if you do not or keep a lot of time in between the posts that you put out, of course you're going to be getting some more engagement on just that post, because that's the only post that you have put out. But I see it as, if you're not putting out posts, maybe some people aren't gaining as much value because they have so many other friends. And this is how I see it. Other people have so many other friends on their timelines, and they're unable to see that one post that you put out because it's way at the bottom of their timeline, unless they put you at the top. All right, it's just that's how I see it. Is I think that you should post and post and post. Don't stop posting. All right, and this is a big one. All right, because this is where it kind of gets a little bit difficult, in a sense of, this is a statistic, right? I shouldn't say I heard, but the video that I actually got this from, I can't remember who it was. I probably should have to give him credit. But she said 86% of Facebook users do not, did you hear that? Do not use sound. 86%. That is ridiculous. That is over 3/4 of Facebook users, meaning that they're not really engaging with your content, especially if it's a video, unless, this is the big unless part, because there's always two parts to the story, unless you have a lot of influence on them, on that person, on your followers, on your friends, enough to make them want to hop on your live, or I shouldn't say live, hop on your video to actually listen to it. All right, and like I said, there's a couple ways around this. You could use captions, and you could get your own captions. I can't remember what site she said. It was like $1 a minute for every, no, $1 per minute, $1 for every minute of captions that you sent them. All right, for captions. And I'm kind of iffy on this one. I probably will, if I do up it, then I probably will just use my own captions, and it's gonna be a little bit longer, and I might not even really use captions, because I feel that if someone really wanted to understand what I was saying, then they would go ahead and open up the video and listen with sound. All right, and this next one, I believe, is contending with posting a lot of the most important one. All right, and it is tell people to engage. All right, and you may be saying, why tell people, or why ask people to engage? And you will be surprised. You'll be surprised at how on how easy it is to give people a CTA, which is a call to action, and them actually following through with it. All right, and that's like literally, you can see this with every YouTuber. All right, they say at the end of their videos, at some time in their videos, the bigger YouTubers, I should say, and there's some smaller YouTubers out there as well, but sometimes they forget, like me. This is why I say sometimes they forget, because I do all the time. And the bigger YouTubers always say, all right, guys, give me a big thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that bell. All right, ring that bell. That's just a YouTube thing, if you guys don't quite watch YouTube, and that's just like to get notified when content goes up and stuff. But like, you would be surprised as to how fast and how willing people are to follow through with that call to action. Right? And that's something massive, that if you go to any network marketer's post that is actually, they're trying to get engagement out of it, you'll see a little CTA at the bottom of it. All right, they'll say, they'll ask an engaging question. And that's what you could easily do is use engaging questions. All right, maybe it's a post that is centered around an engaging question, and you start with the question, then you put your 2 cents in, and at the end of it, you say, what is your 2 cents about this question? And actually, that's a good idea for post. All right, and it's something easy to do, is asking engaging questions. All right. Another massive thing that I see in this damn industry with everyone that is on social media: reply to your comments, people, every single one of them. Why aren't people replying to their comments? I don't understand that. I don't get why people don't reply to all of their comments and not just some of their comments, right? Because when people are taking the time to comment something on your post, especially if it's something meaningful and they're actually adding value to your post, you have to go and give them, I appreciate that, thank you, and something that, if you want to further that engagement, respond with a question. All right, because then they're gonna want to go and say, hey, like, it's just human nature. We're gonna want to respond to the questions that were asked. All right, and when you respond with an engaging question in your comment section, people are gonna naturally come back, and it's just gonna add more engagement on that post, and Facebook's gonna like that, and they're gonna say, hey, look, people are actually engaging with this. Let's put it more towards the top of people's timelines. All right, because that's what you're really shooting for, is if you're not only putting out value, but you're actually putting out an ad post, I guess you can put it, or say, you want engagement. You want engagement on those posts, and putting or getting to the top of the timeline of people's profiles is what you want. And honestly, by implementing really any of these, all of these, and you can't say none of these will help you, because if you don't implement any of these, then you're not going to get anywhere. All right. Oh shoot, I just kind of merged. So that was 2 tips. All right. That was reply to all comments. You have to reply to all comments, which was number 7, and reply with questions to those comments. All right. And I will give you a little recap of all 9 of the tips, so you can easily, if you want, write them down, and just kind of refresh them in your memory. All right, we're going to be wrapping it up with number 9 right now, which is create curiosity with your post. All right, and this one's more of, if you're able to do this, if you're able to, and this kind of can come back with, if you're able to ask an engaging question that you kind of leave followers and friends on a cliffhanger, then you're really able to, so you just threw that post in the water and you're able to reel them in. All right, that's really what Facebook is all about. You're throwing a fishing pole, fishing line, all right, and you have some bait on there. That bait is your post, all right, and little fishies are swimming by are people, all right, and hooking one, catching one is when they're engaging with you, and you just reel that back in. All right, creating curiosity with your post naturally makes people say, hey, like, I want to know what is it, what is that thing, what is that tip that I can implement into mine. We see it every day. You could see it every day as well. Go look at the I'm trying to think. Go look at, like, the health industry. All right, even in this industry, you could use the one tip, the one thing that John used every morning to just melt off the pounds. All right, to get him to his ideal weight. All right. People are going to want to say, oh, what is that? What was that one thing? What is that one thing that only took 2 minutes of his time that burned off or melted off pounds of fat? What is that one thing? That's creating curiosity. All right. And that's you thinking smart about your post. And if you want to go back to the fishing analogy, that's you using the correct bait. All right, guys. And that's honestly going to be it. Let's just go ahead and give you a quick wrap up of all of them. Sorry if it's shaking a little. All right. Number 1, value-based content. Post value-based content. This will bring in more people, and people will actually want to tune into your post and listen to what you have to say. Another thing, or I should say, tip 2. All right. I repeat, do not include links in your post, because Facebook wants to see native content. All right. Tip number 3, use photos and videos. Facebook loves to see these new styles of content that you're putting out and using in your post. All right. I would like to welcome Elaine Smith for joining me live. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Number 4, tip 4, post. This I cannot stress enough, especially in my own thing. And I know that if you have been following my Facebook, I have not been really keeping up with this, right? And then that's what I'm working on, is creating more content for Facebook and LinkedIn, all right? And on those 2 platforms, I'm really trying to post more. And that is tip number 4. Post more, because more people can see you. People can see your posts more often. And I believe that it's a better way of creating content and leaving people off with content, rather than just posting 3 times a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, and 1 at night, or 1 in the evening. That's just how I see it. All right, I'd like to welcome Renee Curtis for joining me live. Thank you, ma'am. All right, just wrapping up my Facebook Live right now. Tip number 5, all right? Most users are not using sound, all right, guys? So when you are posting those videos, you're going to want to either do captions or some way do it in written format, and to really help people engage with it, because sometimes people will just go ahead and scroll right through it. All right, tip number 6, there we go, or 6, however way you want to count it. Tell people to engage. You would be surprised as to how easily you can add a CTA, a call to action, to your post, and how it will shoot your engagement up. All right, Lane says hello. I say hello back as well, and like I said, thank you for joining me live. All right, tip number 7, reply to all comments. I don't understand why people don't reply to their comments, but you have to reply to your comments. If you don't, people are going to see that. People are going to see that you don't want to engage with them, and it's just going to create a lot of misconceptions about you and your profile, and just go downhill very quickly. All right, reply to your comments, people. People are taking the time out of their day to add value to your post, so why don't you take the time out of your day to do that in return? Just give them a quick little comment. All right, tip number 8. All right, or 8. Reply with questions. All right, this is big, because when you're adding more into that interaction, they're gonna want to come back, especially if it's something that is related to what they're talking about, related to the topic, and not just something completely random. If you're able to add a question into your response, you're able to add more engagement. All right, and our 9th and final tip is create curiosity with your post. All right, and this is a big one, because if you're able to leave people with a cliffhanger or get them to say what's next, more than likely people are going to want to hop on your post and start listening to what you have to say. All right, and that is all I got for you guys today. That is all 9 tips. All right, all 9 tips of simple tips that you can easily implement into your own business, into your own Facebook, if you're trying to get more engagement on it from your friends and family, and overall how you could boost that engagement to go through the roof. All right, so that is all I got for you guys today. So with that being said, I would like each and every single one of you guys to have a wonderful day, night, or morning, whatever time zone you guys are in, and see ya.